Masculinity will come naturally once they get their confidence. But they can't get their confidence as long as they're insecure, and they can't lose the insecurity without losing the anxiety. So we have to start at the root of the problem, their anxiety. They're so afraid of making a mistake, they don't make a move. So they don't know what they're going to say to offend this woman. They're just trying to make her happy. Do you want me to wash the dishes? Do you want me to fix the car? I can honestly do both. Which guy you want to show up? And the woman doesn't really know. She knows what she wants, but innately she knows what she needs. And unfortunately, those two things are conflicting. Those two things are conflicting. What she actually wants, but what she actually knows she needs. And his things are conflicting. He's conflicted with who she wants me to be and who I know I really am. That lion knows you can feed Simba all the bugs you want. You can. And he can hang out with those roadhogs. When he gets angry, claws are going to come out and he's going to roar. But he doesn't know what to do after that because he was raised by a ferret. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Mufasa's dead. He doesn't know how to be a lion, but he knows how to roar. That's in him. He knows he roars, but he doesn't know how to hunt anymore like a lion. He's been turning over rocks and eating bugs all his life. He doesn't know. The only way he can get back on track is from another lion who tells him, we don't eat bugs. We eat gazelles. And he's like, I didn't know that. How would you? No one taught you. No one taught you. But it's in you because you've been eating 1,000 bugs and you still haven't filled that hole inside of you. Because you need to chase that gazelle down. That's innately in you. You don't have to teach a lion how to chase down food. Okay, when your baby was born, did you teach it how to cry? No. Did you teach your child how to laugh? No. You know babies can recognize humor as soon as they're born. They know when you play peekaboo with a child, you don't say, this is funny. This is called comedy. Laugh. A child can laugh before it learns to talk. And it can laugh at appropriate comedy. You don't teach kids peekaboo, just do it. They'll start laughing before they can even talk. That's innately in them. They know comedy. You don't teach them how to cry. You don't teach them how to be depressed. You don't teach them how to be angry. You think you have to teach your child how to be angry? No, your child knows when it's pissed off. You'll see that frown on their face. They're only 6 months old. Can't even talk yet. Can't even really chew solid foods well. But that forehead is wrinkling up. And then you get to playing peekaboo, that frown is turned upside down. When did you teach a child how to smile? You never did. When did you teach them how to frown? When did you teach them how to be selfish? You never did. You have to teach kids how to share. I always hear parents going, I have to teach that kid how to share. You ever teach them how to be selfish? Nah, they knew that from the beginning. You got 2 kids and 2 cookies, they're going to fight over which kid gets both cookies. That child's not going to give one cookie to one child and then eat the other cookie. They're going to grab them both fast with 2 hands, eat one, hold the other one behind their backs. You didn't teach them that. You have to literally teach a child how to share. Those other things are innate. You don't have to teach that. So you won't have to teach them how to be masculine again. You just got to let them know that testosterone is not a crime. It's not a crime. It's not something bad. Estrogen is not a crime. Estrogen is not bad. Like when people say, man, my wife is too moody. No, she's not. She's a woman. My son, he has anger issues. No, he doesn't. He has testosterone. Estrogen cries. Testosterone rages. They're just different. You can't look at a woman through a man's eyes, and you can't look at a man through a woman's eyes. They're different. They're different. You have to look at her through her eyes. She's expressing her feelings. She's crying. He's expressing his feelings. He's smashing the carpet with a hammer. That's the way he expresses, I don't like being treated this way. He's smashing a hammer. She's over in the corner crying because she doesn't like being treated that way. Which one of them is wrong? Neither. Neither. That's estrogen over there. That's testosterone over there. One will never be the other. And you have to let a woman be a woman on her own terms. You have to let a man be a man on his own terms. Why doesn't he let it out? He will let it out. When he gets on the highway and goes 90 miles an hour and slams on his brakes and gets out and kicks his tire, he's letting it out. When you go in that room and curl up with that pillow and scream into it and cry all night, you're letting it out. But because he's not letting it out like you think he's misogynist. Nah, he just has testosterone. It's a different chemical. And I think she's being weak. Oh, why are you acting like a baby? She's not acting like a baby. She's just being herself. She's just being herself. And if you're going to penalize men for being themselves, you know what they're going to do? Not be themselves. They're not going to be themselves. It's going to come out. He did. I'm going to tell you something you ever see. You know when guys shoot up schools, they interview their parents, right? And they interview some of their classmates, right? You know who they never interview? Their girlfriend. You know why? Because they don't have one. They don't have one. Seriously. They never interviewed the girlfriend because he doesn't have one. And it's like they don't get a chance to let it out. He doesn't play on the football team either. He doesn't play on the basketball team. He doesn't have any outlet for his aggression. And just like a pot that boils, if there's no outlet for that testosterone, it's going to explode. So now he's at Walmart and some woman or some man bumps into him and he pulls out a gun and just shoots everybody in there. But if he had played contact sports, if he had got a chance to let out his aggression, maybe riding his bicycle, or if he got a chance to let, because testosterone is not all, no. When we give women flowers and candy, we're not simping. That's in us to make you smile. That's in us to fix your car. That's in us to solve your problems. We're not here to listen to your problems. We're here to fix them. Tell us what the problem is. That bully down there beat me up. You mean that tall boy pushed you? I'll be right back. We just go solve the problem. We're not going to sit here and listen to how he took your purse. We're going to go get that purse back for you. I'm going to tell you what happened to me when I was on parole. I got out of prison, which wasn't that long ago, a few years back. And I was coming home. I was walking, and it was dark. This was on Van Nuys and Sepulveda. Van Owen and Sepulveda. There's a 7-Eleven over by there. This was in the valley. It was in the city of Van Nuys in Los Angeles, in the valley. I saw a woman in the bushes with her skirt pulled up, unconscious, with her panties half pulled down. My first instinct was to call the police. Do you know I didn't call the police because I was so scared that she would wake up and blame me because she was blacked out? I left her there by the light and I walked away. And that's where the fear has gotten us. Those guys, I was so afraid. My first instinct was like, oh my God. I looked around and I said, nobody sees this? Because she's under a street light. If you're driving in a car, you can see her plain as day. She's not hidden in the bushes. She's laying out like that. And I grabbed my cell phone and I said, she's going to wake up and blame me. I'm on parole. They're going to send me to prison and I'm just trying to do the right thing. I put my phone up and I said, I hope someone finds her. And I walked away because I was afraid that she might blame me. And that's sad because what if she only had moments of, I don't know what condition she was in. She may have needed CPR. I was too afraid to help that woman